Andor Season 2 debuted last night on Disney Plus. And there's a scene in Episode 3 that has caused quite a stir on social media. I mean, if you could see, you could just check out this headline. Now, Andor is built for an adult audience, I guess is what they're saying, and for a mature audience. But a lot of people are saying this should not have been added into Star Wars, into a galaxy far, far away. It's supposed to be about escapism. Why are they putting this in Star Wars? But I'll let you guys be the judge. You guys be the judge. I'm going to tell you what happened and how Star Wars has justified the scene. That's right. They justified it. Say this is why it has to be in there. And the answer might shock you, but again, this is Lucasfilm. So let's get into it. I mean, look at this headline from The Hollywood Reporter. Andor creator explains that shocking assault scene. We're all the product of, and it's a word that YouTube doesn't like anyone to say. Some people use the word grape, others, things like that. But I'm just saying, you guys get the idea. If not, you can see the screen. You know what he's talking about here. So that's what he's saying. That's how he explains it. We're all a product of this. Very interesting. Well, let me tell you what happened in the scene. Now, this is according to the article. It could possibly be the most shocking Andor scene ever. Made all the more shocking by the fact that it was happening in a Star Wars show of all places. In the just released episode 3 of Andor's second season, Bix was cornered by Imperial Lieutenant who was conducting an audit and told her, I know you are illegal. That's right. You're illegal. We've been counting visas. You don't have any papers. It's a tough spot for everyone. He then initially tried to blackmail Bix into sex, but she refused, saying, please don't. Please, I'm begging you. I just said no. Instead of backing off or arresting her, the officer then attempted to force himself on Bix. Bad idea. During a brutally physical brawl, Bix whacked the lieutenant multiple times in the head with a wrench, killing they called him the name. They called him the grapist. Yeah, that's what they called him. Then his driver too, for good measure. It was a scene depiction of sexual assault never before shown in a Star Wars title. So what made Andor creator Tony Gilroy want to include it? It's yet another example of the brutal realism of the series. Star Wars is supposed, in my opinion, Star Wars is supposed to be escapism. Why do we want realism in our Star Wars? That's one of my opinions. He says, I mean, it's a real thing, Gilroy tells Entertainment Weekly. It's been a real thing all throughout history. Do you have your papers? And if you don't have papers, I mean, God, man. In the creator's eyes, not telling the story would be ignoring the atrocities that have been perpetrated for generations. The history of civilization is, and he says the word, Gilroy says, we're all the product of this word. Wow. After doing his homework, Gilroy felt a personal responsibility to acknowledge these despicable actions used by men in power throughout history. My goodness. Escapism in Star Wars is completely dead. Completely. That's not the article. That's just Jay talking. I'm just saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's reading through history. The article talks about him reading through history. He's like, I got to insert it. This is what we got to do. We've got to insert it in Star Wars. But when we go back to the title of this article, doesn't it seem a little bit weird? Like they're kind of celebrating it, you know? She becomes the first actress to film an attempted sexual assault in the Star Wars universe. And she tells more about this milestone, a milestone in Star Wars. Now, I'm just saying, when I first started criticizing the direction of Disney Star Wars, I was told by many people on the internet, Star Wars is for children. It's family. You're overthinking it. It's not, it's not for you guys anymore. Just have fun with it. Now I'm being told Star Wars has always been dark and adult and things like that. So you got to learn to expect it and accept it in the universe. But when you check social media, there are people that are like, it's not bad, it's okay. And then there's others that are like, has no place in Star Wars. Star Wars Theory being one, not happy with this. He's getting a lot of backlash on Twitter only, by the way. All the other social media is fine. They all agree with him. And for me personally, I don't think this should be celebrated. I don't think this should be in Star Wars. And that's just my opinion. You could disagree with me, but to be honest, I thought I'd never see the day. Never see the day that this would be a talking point in Star Wars. But what do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Jay, you're wrong. This is an adult themed show. It's okay. It works. Or, no, I agree. I agree. When I turn on to watch Star Wars, I don't want to see this type of stuff, even if it is more adult themed. That's what I want. I respect everyone's opinion. Let's see them. Let's see what you got. This is Disney Star Wars. This is Jay. We'll catch you next time.